And so from the last video, because I had to hit pause and then stopped it accidentally, I was moving on anyway, for the fact that the point is, if we want change on the outside, it is coming from our redirected focus of a higher perspective, loving foundation, participation. Now, I think it's easily said and done because I could do it, but this world doesn't operate like that. And we are waking up to operate like that. Because we, as a society, have become so weak hiding ourselves that people can actually blend in and wait for things to change via others, using the excuse that we're all one and this is all I can do. Like it's an actual excuse to stop moving forward with change. And it's called apathy. They've built an apathy bubble and then nurtured in it. Okay? Now, I am being specific to an individual on my path, but I know and notice how I've experienced this through my life with choices people make. So that's why I'm talking about it, to assist any shift of expansion in our conscious moving forward. So it is very true that the change comes from within. And don't ever let yourself self-satisfy in an indulgent manner, right? Because this is what happens. Look at the world in all the different indulgence, all right? And people don't want to admit it. And people do want to admit it and do nothing about it. It's both. But what I can't stand is that people know what they're doing and wait for change outside of them. And there are some that are going to keep doing that, and it will get heavier and heavier, and the upper consciousness won't be used. So life won't get through to them that it can be better if you make a few choices and changes for yourself. But that's exactly where it's at. It is using the upper consciousness. And so we're rising from the solar plexus to the field foundation of this growth. And now let's shuffle a animal spirit for an animal spirit card. And I am going to move on from the rhino spirit, which is overcome any obstacle. We got the other day. That was like the beginning of the week. So what's good guidance, spirit, in relation to what we're talking about? Solar to the heart. Like, what is the borders and boundaries we could literally, if we wanted to, make conscious, step over or step through and clear a new path? I was just looking at this card at the bottom of the deck. That's why I'm laughing that it come up. Because it felt right, but I wanted to shuffle anyway. And I have been so drawn to dogs in recent years. My favorites used to be cats, and they still are a favorite. But dogs, oh my God, they are speaking on a different level to all of us if we could pick up on it. I mean, take a look at them. They're cute little furry things. My favorite is the little ones, but I admire characters of the bigger ones as well. But oh my God, it's like having a real squeaky toy. Like, we could appreciate them so much more for the just the bubble of joy they are. It's like you lay your eyes on them and it's just like, their joy is just emanating more. I just feel it's emanating so much more. So what's the message there from the dog spirit? Be loyal to what you love. Oh my God. That's exactly it. Okay, because if we all did that in our operations of anything, like in our conscious thought process, I will not give to the world unless I'm loyal to love. So it is what you enjoy and want to express, but it's what can be brought forth with that with others. So it is speaking the truth of what is loyal love for you, working with others in the loyalty of loving foundation. Because we've had a mentally restricted view. And this is exactly what's happening. From the mentally restricted view of life and money making into the truth that we can't ignore the chest, which is the heart rising. The solar plexus supporting new foundations on earth, that we are not dark sunshine. We are not to feel like dark sunshine, like sunshine inside of us that can't come out because the world is making us feel dark. And then we can blame the world, and then sometimes it's like, well, the world lets me be light in this area, but I can't be in this area. Don't say can't. Because it's simply not true. What's happening is, wherever you feel darkened light of yourself, you are just letting that be a part of the foundation and saying you won't let your light be brave enough to come out in other areas. Because a good majority of the consciousness is happier keeping people down. So we start to believe that that's the way we should spread ourselves around. I'm not allowed to enjoy myself in this. So we actually use that in like our consciousness to say, well, that's the way life is. Because of the varying waves of money intensities. So those without it can do, like in poorer countries, will do nearly anything for it. So you have that energy intensity of, I'll do anything for it. It doesn't matter what I have to do to myself to survive. I'll do anything for it, okay? And then you have at the other extreme, they'll do anything for it. Non-caring, non-heart using, money is king. I don't have to use heart consciousness. And then we have all the different in between. So sometimes people will think, oh, I'll just, I don't know, use money for this. And then, oh, I won't give money for that. And like this, right? So this is actual consciousness to life, to people, where instead of money being the thought process, it's, let's go from the bigger perspective. We're not here forever. We're part of a universe. Money didn't bring us here. Money won't take us back. Could we just fucking drop the money consciousness more often? Okay, now I'll stop there because I can allow myself to go these days, because I'm still in an interplay of all of what I'm talking about in a relation. Not a relationship yet, but a person trying to relate to life beyond the dampened, darkened response to sunshine. We are sunshine, but the world loves a nice little dampened, darkened, keep you where you are. And people actually are fooled into living it in life. And like, it's no wonder in this technological era where it's boomed that the consciousness of the youth have been so taken, and I mean youth as in like anywhere from 10, 15, even into the 30s, youth, you know, like the consciousness that is blooming on the earth. Well, it's been in this energy, born into this energy of, technology and money and fast, and who slows down for a love perspective? Who puts their phone down for a love perspective? We don't do it often enough. There is a good percentage of consciousness that knows better, because they've brought consciousness into the solar plexus that I have to balance. Okay, so it is a consciousness growth level as well. And those of us that can see through it and live expandedly support the rising. Not the, this is just the way life is that I've been told, that I've been shown. It's fast, let's make money, who's got the best technology, who, and even so much as in all the systems of safety and security, who's got the best and who's got the most hidden tactics and this and that. And so it really suffocates not having a heart foundation uprising. And so slowly but surely the root system is coming within us all. And the dogs are loving it. So too the people that resonate to joy. Take more time out for joy. Be loyal to what you love. 19. Good number, 1 and 9. Cycle of numerology. Put them together equals 10, and we have 1. Big new beginnings. 1 is the beginning number. 9, completion of various cycles. Dog spirit appears to remind you that although change is a part of life and all of us are meant to evolve, our love and commitments remain strong. You are loved now and can trust that this higher love is true. Spirit loves you, and love has arrived in many forms now, manifesting in the people you surround yourself with, expressed uniquely through them. Dog spirit also says, be true to that which you love, for now is a time of good fortune. Be ready. No, be steady. Be steady as you recognize that people and things are always transforming. Your heart is loving and true. And Dog Spirit wants you to know that your steadfast commitment to experiencing and expressing love will attract and manifest more love. You deserve all of it. Have faith in Spirit's plan for you. And Dog Spirit's protection message: loyalty to people and situations can turn into attachments that results in stagnation, enmeshment, and loss of integrity. Do you fear what will happen if you let a relationship evolve? Are you afraid that asking for a situation to change will make others see you as disloyal? Trust that when Dog Spirit appears, you are meant to accept the turning of the wheel of life and the changing of fortunes. If you feel you are being betrayed or are growing apart from someone, let Dog Spirit reconnect you with your commitment to love in all its forms. Perhaps a relationship is meant to evolve. Perhaps you are meant to evolve too, so that you can experience the growth for which your soul yearns. Your greatest loyalty is to love, so be open to all its many guises, including self-love. You deserve the best, and that is what Spirit wants for you. Gorgeous. And I think I'll leave it there, but I'll just take a moment to check in, because that summarized to keep the awareness fresh in our minds that we are higher love, consciousness, connected. We just are it. Like adding the word connected makes it as though it's, we just are it. I don't think there's any more cards to add to that. It's freaking gorgeous. What a great reminder. A great reminder to question if we're moving forward in love and to keep evolving in love. I and we keep getting these awesome reminders. That's all that's happening. That are our actions and forward-moving, evolving foundations, planting seeds, growing seeds, watering seeds, without fear of what will happen just because we have memories of things happening. Evolving is moving forward, not, like the author suggests, just continuing and like stagnating. Because love is the nature of the light, and nature is moving forward in its cycles. It doesn't go backward. So if you slow down the wheel because you're not loving yourself or life, then you're trying to control something to reinvent the wheel to look a certain way just for yourself, really. You got to work with life. And that was the main reason why I wanted to do any recording tonight, was that We can create our own rules of control and believe we have a hierarchy just because we have said that we think life should go a certain way for us. Who are we to claim that life should go a certain way for us if we know we could do better for any and all involved? We know we could do better for any and all involved. And when you do know that, then that should become your conviction. I know I can do better in love. Not for out there's response, for living it. I know I could put a better feeling response out there to my experience, to what I'm seeing. And so I choose to bring forth only that radiant green response to life. And when you go to deal with anything, once you've established that, you don't go hidden, dark, gotta control, other than from, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to observe, discern, and only apply myself. Through loving myself, I'll apply myself. So I got to know myself, love myself, keep doing that, standing up for doing that I maintain a consistent sunshine evolution of this is who I am. I can't be somebody else. There's no use in focusing on fighting life. So guidance teams of the highest, what have I got to offer in every moment and any moment? Only from this evolution of this conscious design of who we all are, what do I have to offer my soul in my vessel of our consciousness design? And sorry, but not sorry if that's a mindful, and maybe just replay that statement again. Because, yeah, it's the mindful of it that we need to actually inhabit and not inhibit. And you can simplify it down as a positive, inspirational emphasis on your water fountain of giving. Like, I am only here to be from within me, something of a radiance. So that might feel like, I'll just go easy today. I still offer my loving radiance in response to life, but I just feel like taking it slower or whatever. Or I've got to go and deal with something. So in my constitution and conviction toward a loving response to life, I'm going to speak with honesty and clarity, knowing who I am, and giving myself honesty and clarity that I'm learning also in every experience. So it's that interplay balance of wanting to do best and giving love, but also checking in with self that you are patient and responsive to an opening learning of growth. Not that we're at our final evolution and we must be some bursting, loving light, you know. That is the truth of who we are, but we're in an evolution of bringing that to light, to life, through our actions and conscious awareness, choice interplay of it. Me is radiant and opening branches, walking beautiful path of life. Because that's what life is. It's an offering for us to go forward and express this and clear the way of environments that want to dark or dampen it. You do this also with this standing up. Radiance is my constitution. And wouldn't it be good if that was our only conviction? To be a producer of this. Not have presidents who are convicted of doing the opposite. Hiding and shit. So it's a true intellectual but vastly intelligent opening. And I'll leave it there because we can go on about more intelligence and less what we think we know. But we bring our intellect to the forefront as well for an intelligent opening, you know, because we never reach the end. And sometimes in this world, a lot of the time we think labels or position are like an end product and we can do what we want with it. Which is not the case for expanse. If you're going to limit anyone or others as a way of living. It's just not what we came for. So some people can really go out of whack in that balance and track. And we've been witnessing that. So fast forward, light evolution. So we need to take more responsibility for our actions, give more light, loving, brave responses, and see life's reaction, notice it, and keep doing that path. No matter what you got, it don't matter. Because if it did matter, then wouldn't you think the most wealthiest would be the most loving? If money related to love. And I could go on about that and the different actions and various ways and tear that apart with truth. Kind of like what we're doing. What we've been told is fabric of life. Actually, it's not built on that at all. And we have much more power going forward. Bye for now, everyone.